Being rich in life does not always mean the bank balance. You are probably a high performer, someone in the 1%, works hard, has lots of achievements or goes for a lot of achievements, is very financially driven, very monetarily driven. A lot of the goals that you set in place for yourself might be getting a certain car or making X amount of money or living in a certain house, some sort of status. And I'm not here to tell you that you shouldn't go after those goals because I'm also on that individual journey. One mistake that I had made growing up and, have catch myself sometimes going into is that believing that being rich monetarily will necessarily make you feel rich in life. You hear this a lot, right? You hear this a lot of older people saying like, oh, money doesn't really matter or, it's the end all be all. And as a kid, right, you realize that money kind of buys comfortability. Money buys accessibility. Money buys opportunity. And older generation do know that, but I think something to learn from those people is that you will not always feel fulfilled by just chasing the bag, by going after that goal, by chasing after something. Because sometimes being rich in life are the simple moments. I remember as a kid, my mom was cooking in the kitchen and I saw the iPhone 5S was coming out. And I was like, hey, if I make PA math, can I get an iPhone 5S? And she said it jokingly because she had no process for me to believe that like I could do it because I wasn't very academically gifted. But I worked my ass off. I would go to tutoring sessions. I would spend my free time doing math homework just so I can make PA math because I wanted the iPhone 5S. And when I got it, it was kind of like oh, so what? And I look back and the fondest part of that memory is not the fact that I got that iPhone 5S. In fact, my dad actually took it from me like 2 months after because he said he needed a better phone. The fondest part of that was the person I became, the work that I put in. And of course, it's great to have an X amount of bank balance. And for me to say, like, oh, you shouldn't have millions of dollars without having millions of dollars in the bank is kind of hypocritical because I'm chasing after that goal. But what I'm here to tell you is that I've learned that those memories you maybe might have with a friend, right? Like, I'm sure as people who are 22, 23 can probably remember back in the day when we used to ride bikes to our friends' houses and we used to, sometimes sit outside someone's house and just shoot the shit, just talk. Those are some of the fondest memories I have because of the warmth, the happiness, the love that I felt in those moments. Those are things that money can't buy. And my goal for this video is to remind you that yes, chase after your goals, chase after that bag, set yourself up financially, but do not fool yourself in believing that being rich monetarily will make you rich in life because, I personally have a lot of family values. I want to become a father, right? I want to have a wife. I want to feel loved. I want to be around my family. I want to have friends that support me, friends that are like me. Through this journey of chasing after my goals and kind of working extra hours, maybe sacrificing some of my social life. One good part is that maybe I'm weeding off some of the people who don't really deserve to be in my life because they just either don't align with my vision of the kind of person I want to be, or, they just have done things that I just don't want to resonate with. And I've gained enough self respect to remove myself. But another portion of this that I'm learning is that you should not lose touch of your human side, lose touch of that inner child. I think a lot of the reasons why grandparents are so excited to see their grandchildren, one, it's like obviously offspring of their offspring, but it almost reminds them of their own kid. And they get to relive those inner childhood moments and the innocence and that warmth and love. Look to bring out your inner child. Look to find richness in your life that may not be monetarily while you go through your journey of becoming financially successful. Because when you make it to the top, you hear the stories all the time, right? The lonely billionaire. And for me, I much rather become a millionaire, which is still a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but a millionaire fulfilled in multiple facets of my life than just a lonely billionaire. Because that end bank balance is not going to give you the life that you'd want to have.